If I hadn't left, he wouldn't have even looked at you. He loved me.
You seem to believe I loved you. I didn't.
That's not true.
It is.
There are other men in the world. Why him?
I've spent my whole life choosing everyone else. I'm not doing that anymore. Not for Vanessa, not for anyone. Not even for you. She's marrying the man I was supposed to marry.
That's not the man you were engaged to. You posted pictures with a much older man. You posted your engagement ring. So why are you acting like Amara took your future husband?
You've been reading the same page for a very long time.
I'm deciding.
You've been deciding since we sat down.
There are a lot of options.
There are 6.
Exactly. Isn't that Mr. Knight? Where? Over there. The managing director? Who's he with? Wait, isn't that Amara? His former secretary. Well, this explains a lot. Sharon? You know, I spent 3 weeks listening to this woman complain about you. I did not.
You complained about me?
Constantly. He doesn't stop by anymore. Everything goes through his secretary now. He barely even looks at me.
Please stop talking.
Interesting.
You are enjoying this far too much.
A little.
Do you know how many times she said, I don't care what he does. He's none of my business. I have work to do?
At least twice a day. I hate both of you. You're supposed to be helping me.
I considered it, and I decided against it.
For the record, I knew. Knew what? This. Lucas attended a corporate strategy meeting.
I attend meetings.
Just not corporate strategy meetings. Well, I'm glad you finally figured it out, and I'm glad you stopped pretending. You're never going to let me forget this, are you?
Probably not.
I knew I should have denied everything.
You did.
Enjoy your lunch. Oh, you might want to work on the whole keeping it private thing. What?
All right. See you two later.
People saw us. People definitely saw us. And you're not concerned?
Are you?
No.
Good. Now choose an appetizer.
I'm still deciding.
Come in.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Do you have a few minutes?
Sit.
I wanted you to hear something from me before you heard it from someone else.
Go on.
Amara and I are in a relationship.
I thought as much.
You already knew?
No. I suspected.
Now let's discuss the part that concerns me, not as your mother, as chairwoman. Does Amara understand what this relationship may cost her?
Cost her?
She works in corporate strategy. She reports to me. She earned that position. She earned my confidence.
None of that will matter to some people now. There will be people who decide every achievement from this point forward has your name attached to it.
When she succeeds, they'll say you opened the door. They won't stop to ask whether she opened it herself. That concerns me. I've watched that young woman work. She notices what other people miss. She has earned every opportunity she's been given. Don't let your relationship become the reason people forget that.
I won't.
Good. Because perception matters.
I understand.
There will be no special treatment.
There won't be.
No decisions that could reasonably be interpreted as favoritism.
Agreed.
And no unnecessary secrecy. Hidden things attract curiosity. Professional inside this building. Whatever the two of you are outside these walls is your business.
Understood.
Lucas, for what it's worth, I like her.
I know.
How?
Because I know you more than you realize.
Get out of my office.
Yes, ma'am. They're together now, officially.
No. No. After everything. Vanessa? They're together. She got him. She actually got him. I told you they were dating. I knew it. At this hour?
Mom, we need to talk. You lied to me.
About what?
You told me there was nothing going on between you and your boss.
That wasn't a lie. At the time, there wasn't.
And now?
Now we're together.
Together?
Yes, we're dating.
You're dating your sister's former boyfriend.
First of all, Vanessa is not my sister. And second, I'm not dating Vanessa's boyfriend. I'm dating a man who chose me.
How can you be so insensitive? Did you even stop to think about what Vanessa is going through?
No, because I'm not responsible for what Vanessa is going through, or what she claims to be going through.
Amara, there are other men in the world. Why him?
Why this man? Why destroy your relationship with Vanessa over this?
So that's what this is.
What?
You want me to walk away?
I want you to do the right thing.
For who? For Vanessa? Again?
She is hurting because of you.
No. She's hurting because the life she wanted didn't happen. She left Lucas. She got involved with someone else. That relationship ended. Then she tried to go back to Lucas.
That is not the point.
Then what is the point?
The point is that Vanessa is in pain.
Of course. That's always been the point.
What is that supposed to mean?
When Vanessa was upset, I understood. When Vanessa wanted something, I stepped aside. And now that Vanessa wants a man who doesn't want her, I'm supposed to step aside again.
You're being selfish. After everything I did for you, this is how you choose to repay me?
After everything?
Yes. When your father left, I stayed. I chose you. I built a new life so you wouldn't grow up alone.
I'm glad that's how you remember it.
Excuse me?
Because that's not how I remember it. I remember learning that keeping the peace mattered more than telling the truth. I remember giving things up because it was easier than watching another argument. I remember pretending I wasn't hurt, pretending I didn't mind, pretending I didn't want the same things everyone else was allowed to want.
You are unbelievably ungrateful.
No, I'm finally being honest.
You're throwing your family away for a man.
No, I'm refusing to lose something I want simply because Vanessa wants me to.
Then you're choosing him over your family.
No, I'm choosing not to disappear for someone else anymore.
I don't know how to support this.
You don't have to. But you don't get to decide it for me. I've spent my whole life choosing everyone else. I'm not doing that anymore. Not for Vanessa, not for anyone, not even for you.
You've changed.
I had to.
I hope you know what you're doing.
I do. Wow. You really did it. You know, I actually didn't believe it when I heard. I thought people were exaggerating. But here you are. Vanessa, don't. Do you know what's funny? I spent years thinking you were a good person. And all this time, you were waiting for me to disappear so you could take my place.
Stop talking nonsense.
Why? Because I'm telling the truth? You think you won? Lucas didn't choose you. He settled. Just like everything else in your life. You don't get chosen first. You get what's left. If I hadn't left, he wouldn't have even looked at you. He loved me.
That's enough.
Why? Because she can't handle the truth?
No. Because you don't get to stand here and insult the woman I love. You've spent months trying to convince everyone that Amara took something from you. You seem to believe I loved you. I didn't.
That's not true.
It is. When we were together, I believed I knew who you were. Eventually, I realized I wasn't in love. I was in a relationship with the version of yourself you wanted everyone else to see. That illusion disappeared alongside the relationship. When you left, I wasn't heartbroken. I was disappointed. Then I moved on. Do you know what surprised me? Falling in love. Because I didn't think I was capable of it. Until her. Amara spent years believing everyone else's happiness mattered more than hers. She spent years giving up her place to you. You became so used to Amara stepping aside that you started believing her place belonged to you. It never did. You weren't first. Amara simply kept giving you her place. And I was the first thing she decided to keep. So no, she didn't take anything from you. She simply stopped giving everything away. Amara.
I'm okay.
No. You're trying to be.
For a second, I believed her.
No.
She knows exactly what to say.
Because she's saying something you've been hearing your whole life.
But she isn't completely wrong about one thing. If Vanessa hadn't left, you probably never would have looked at me.
My relationship with Vanessa would have ended eventually. When I realized who she really was, there was no future for us. Her leaving gave me the chance to know you sooner. But that's where the truth ends. Meeting you didn't make me love you. After all, I met you long before I ever met Vanessa. Getting to know you did. I didn't fall in love with you because another relationship ended. I fell in love with the woman I came to know after it did. Once I got to know you, everything after that was my choice. No one made me keep finding reasons to stop by your office. No one made me look forward to seeing you. No one made me fall in love with you. Life gave us the opportunity, but it didn't choose the woman I love. I did. And if I were given that choice again, I'd still choose you. You've gone quiet.
I'm thinking.
About escaping?
I considered it.
Too late.
You're enjoying this.
A little.
Good afternoon, Mr. Lucas.
Good afternoon.
Welcome. Thank you.
Mom.
Lucas, Amara,
Good afternoon, ma'am.
good afternoon. Please, relax. If I intended to interrogate you, I would have invited you to my office. Much better. How are you finding the board review projects?
They're demanding, but I enjoy the challenge.
I thought you might. You know, it's still difficult for me to reconcile the man sitting in front of me with the little boy I raised.
Mom.
Everyone who meets Lucas now thinks he's always been calm. He wasn't. He had a remarkable talent for creating unnecessary drama.
I don't think I'm gonna like where this is going.
When he was 8,
There it is.
he decided he no longer wished to attend school. Unfortunately, he also decided he no longer wished to live under my rules.
Mother.
So he packed a small suitcase. He announced to everyone in the house that he was moving out. He marched all the way to the front gate. The security guard asked him where exactly he intended to go. Lucas stood there for nearly a minute, thinking very seriously. Then he said, "I haven't decided yet."
I was hoping that story had been forgotten.
It has been documented.
Of course it has.
He eventually came back inside, not because he changed his mind, because he realized independence required an income.
For whatever it's worth, I don't make a habit of commenting on my son's personal life. But if I believed he was making a mistake, he would already know.
I've had the opportunity to observe you, not as Lucas's partner, as someone who has worked under my supervision. I've seen your judgment and your character. None of those qualities changed because the two of you started dating. I think you've chosen well, and so has he.
So, how's Amara? She's doing well. You know, I've been waiting a very long time for this conversation. Have you? Oh, absolutely. Do you remember telling me you'd never date someone who worked under you? I remember. You were very confident. I was. Amara doesn't work under me. She works in corporate strategy. She reports to my mother. That's your defense? It's not a defense. It's an organizational fact. So technically, I kept my word. You're unbelievable. I'm precise. You know perfectly well that's not what you meant. No, it wasn't. So, what actually changed? I did. I used to think rules like that protected everyone. And most of the time, they probably do. But life doesn't always fit neatly inside rules. Sometimes you meet someone who makes you realize the rule isn't the important part. I spent months convincing myself I was simply being professional. I was wrong. I know, when you talked about Vanessa, you listed qualities. Focused, confident. You sounded like you were reading a resume. When you talk about Amara, you smile before you answer. I suppose I do. Now that sounds like love.
We're leaving Lagos.
Not exactly.
So where are we going?
You'll see.
You brought me to inspect land. I should have known. I actually thought this was a date.
But apparently the managing director can't separate work from romance. Don't tell me Knight Corporation is expanding again.
Not this time.
Then why are we here?
Because I bought it.
You bought all of this?
About 3 months ago.
You never mentioned it.
I wanted today to be the first time. When I first came here, I stood exactly where we are standing. I tried to imagine what it would look like.
A house?
A home. I spoke to an architect. I have sketches, but every time I imagined it finished, it always felt incomplete.
Why?
Because every time I pictured that house, I pictured you in it. I tried imagining someone else. It never worked. I realized something.
What?
It was never the house I was imagining. It was a life. Amara, my entire life has been about building things. This will probably become the most important thing I ever build. But it will never become a home unless you're there. I don't want to imagine this place anymore. I want to build it with you. Amara Okafo, will you marry me?
Yes. Yes, I'll marry you.
Yes.
I can't believe you planned all this.
I've been planning it for months. I know where the house will stand. I know where the garden will be. I even know where I'd like the kitchen.
So what's left?
The only thing I haven't decided is how many bedrooms we'll need. Because I have no idea how many children you're going to insist we have.
Me?
Of course.
And if I say 6?
Then I'm going to need a much bigger dining table.
Coming.
Amara?
No. He proposed? He proposed. It's beautiful.
Thank you. For what? For everything. For telling me about the interview at Night Holdings. For believing I could do the job before I believed I could. For standing beside me when I was transferred. For listening when everything with Lucas became complicated. For reminding me I wasn't losing my mind when everything with Vanessa happened. There were so many days I wondered if I was the problem. You never made me feel like I had to earn your friendship. You never asked me to become someone else. You just kept showing up. I don't think I've ever thanked you properly for that. I never understood why you always apologized for taking up space. You were always enough, Amara. I'm just glad you finally believe it too. I'm getting married. Yes, you are. So, when exactly were you planning to ask me to be your bridesmaid? I thought that hug counted as the invitation. Accepted.
What's that? What's that? What is it?
It's Amara.
Your daughter? She's getting married. That's wonderful.
She mailed it.
What?
She mailed it. A courier. No phone call. No visit. I'm her father. She couldn't come herself? I should be the one walking her down the aisle. I should have been part of every discussion about this wedding. Instead, I receive an invitation by courier. Unbelievable.
When was the last time you called her?
I called her on her birthday.
And before that?
I think about 4 months ago.
You think? When was the last time you visited her, simply to see how she was doing?
I don't remember.
Maybe she didn't think you were someone she needed to invite personally.
What is that supposed to mean?
You can't be absent from someone's life for years and expect one tradition to erase that absence.
I'm still her father.
Biologically. But fatherhood isn't something a wedding restores.
I always thought when this day came, she'd come to me.
Maybe she did. Maybe this is her coming to you. She's telling you she's getting married. She's inviting you to witness one of the most important days of her life. She's simply no longer asking you to play a role you stopped playing years ago.
When she was little, she used to wait for me. Every Friday, she'd sit by the window already dressed because she knew I'd take her out to buy ice cream and watch movies after work. After the divorce, I kept telling myself she'd understand. I was busy, I'd visit next month, I'd call later. Somewhere along the way, later became years. I thought she'd keep waiting.
Children wait longer than adults realize, but they don't wait forever.
I spent years believing there would always be another chance. I never realized one day I'd become a guest in my own daughter's life.
Ma'am, this was delivered for you. What's that?
It's Amara's wedding invitation.
Let me see it. She's actually doing this. She's actually marrying him. Unbelievable.
Vanessa.
She's marrying the man I was supposed to marry.
What? Wait, that's not the man you were engaged to. A few months ago, Mom finally allowed me to have Instagram. You were one of the first people I followed. You posted pictures with a much older man.
What are you talking about?
You posted your engagement ring. Then one day all the pictures disappeared. So did the engagement post. I just figured you broke up. So why are you acting like Amara took your future husband?
Stay out of grown people's business.
I was trying to. You brought it into the living room. Mom, can I ask you something? If Vanessa met someone and Amara told her to leave him because she wanted him, would you tell Vanessa to? I didn't think so.
So you're taking her side now?
No. I'm asking why the rules are different. When Vanessa told you about Lucas, did you ever ask Amara what happened? You didn't. You just called her and told her to stay away. You were worried about Vanessa being happy. Weren't you ever worried about Amara being happy too? You know what I don't understand? Vanessa is daddy's daughter. Amara is your own daughter. But somehow, it's always been Amara who's expected to give something up. You know what? I'm actually glad she chose herself this time. She didn't come here asking for permission. She didn't ask anyone to approve. She just invited us. I don't think she's angry anymore.
What do you mean?
I think she stopped waiting for you to choose her. I don't think you're angry because Lucas is getting married. I think you're angry because, for the first time in your life, Amara kept something that you wanted, and no one made her give it back.
You don't know how I feel.
You're right. I don't. But I do know one thing. This is the first time I've ever seen Amara keep something for herself. Whether we go to the wedding or not, she's moving on. And if we keep expecting her to come back and ask for permission to be happy, I don't think she ever will.
Soft music drifted through the chapel. Family, friends, colleagues. Everyone who had witnessed Lucas and Amara's journey had gathered to witness the beginning of another. At the altar stood Lucas. For perhaps the first time in years, Lucas Knight was nervous. Not because of a board meeting, not because of a decision worth millions, because he was waiting for one woman. Near the altar stood Sharon, waiting for the friend she had watched rebuild her life one quiet step at a time. Mrs. Knight sat quietly, elegant, composed. Her expression revealed very little. But today, there was pride in her eyes. Across the chapel sat the different parts of Amara's family. Mr. Okafor beside his wife, Mrs. Eze beside her husband, and between them, David. The music changed. The congregation rose. Every face turned toward the doors. Everyone expected the same familiar sight, a father walking proudly beside his daughter. The doors opened. Amara stood there, alone. For a moment, no one moved. Several guests looked behind her. Mr. Okafor watched his daughter. For years, he had imagined walking beside her on this day. But now he understood something painful. Being a father was more than sharing a name. It was showing up. And when Amara had needed someone beside her, he hadn't. Across the aisle, Mrs. Eze lowered her eyes, because she understood too. This wasn't revenge. It wasn't punishment. It wasn't meant to embarrass anyone. It was simply the truth. For years, whenever life demanded a sacrifice, Amara had been the one expected to make it. She was expected to understand, to forgive, to step aside, to make herself smaller so everyone else could remain comfortable. And for a long time, she had done exactly that. Until one day, she stopped waiting for someone else to choose her and chose herself. Every step down the aisle carried a different version of her. The daughter who had learned to accept less. The young woman who believed love had to be earned through sacrifice. The person who had spent years waiting for someone to say, "You matter too."
But that woman was no longer walking. Amara was. And she no longer needed anyone's permission to move forward. Lucas never looked beyond Amara. He didn't see who wasn't walking beside her. He saw only Amara, the woman who had survived disappointment without allowing it to harden her heart.
We are gathered here today to witness the union of Lucas Knight and Amara Okafor. Lucas Knight, do you take Amara Okafor to be your lawfully wedded wife, to love her, honor her, comfort her, and keep her, forsaking all others for as long as you both shall live? I do. Amara Okafor, do you take Lucas Knight to be your lawfully wedded husband, to love him, honor him, comfort him, and keep him, forsaking all others for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
By the authority entrusted to me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride.
Mrs. Knight stood, clapped warmly. For once, she wasn't the formidable chairwoman of Knight Holdings. She was simply a mother, watching her son find the person who made him happiest.
Sharon wiped away tears. She had seen Amara doubt herself. She had seen her endure. And now, she watched her friend become a bride.
That's my sister!
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm really happy for you. You deserve every bit of this.